Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Friday. We had a fun little member pre-stream when I discovered something that I had been missing. So it started off to be a good night. Speaking of a good night, tonight I am streaming until this truck is wired 100%. It is wired up, ready to go. I am realizing there's a few things that are going to make that a little, I'm going to have to do some running downstairs, garage, whatnot. I don't have the radio in here. I'll need that. We'll have to get that done. I may need a servo extension unless I just wire up my own. Few little things like that. No big deal. That's a better shirt. Yeah, I did have to go change my shirt before this because I was wearing one that had fine horizontal lines. It did this like weird moire effect, which it bugs me. So anyway, but yes, tonight we are streaming until this thing is running, basically. And running. Nicole yelling for it. Can you wire and Geoguessr at the same time? No. I missed the good part of the stream, damn it. That was a shocking line. Yes. I was putting some stuff away, and I had the stock system from the Serpent on the bench. Someone's like, oh, you replaced that? I was like, yeah, I replaced it. So I grabbed the Serpent, put it up here, took the body off to show the new castle system I put in it, and just sitting in the chassis was the 4th shock from the builder's kit. Like, unbelievable. Are you doing an optic run on Thursday at BTC? Place doesn't even open until noon that day. I'm a vendor, so I will be in there. I don't know what time vendors are allowed in. I think we're allowed in early. But either way, optic run Thursday, it's a possibility. We'll see. We'll see what day. Hopefully it doesn't take too long because you already tortured us enough. Found the poor shock decides to not bake. So yes, tonight we were supposed to do the cinnamon roll baking challenge with the girls of VP. However, Nicole is still not back to herself. So still getting through all of that, and therefore we couldn't do the cinnamon roll thing. It was a hopeful thing that we were going to be clear enough, and unfortunately that wasn't it. Till it's running. I have to be in bed by like 3 a.m. Piss right off. I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna read a couple of these comments here, and then we're gonna start getting to work, and this thing is gonna be done. Went to the G6 in Missouri last weekend at Flat Nasty and drove the IJ and the Holmes 10-pole stubby. Super smooth and has great power delivery. It really does. I'm glad that that's what I installed in here as well. Looking forward to having this one running. So yeah, cards might be aligning for me to get an H10 origin scene. Oh shit, Art. Evening, everyone. Almost done painting my mullet. Hey, congratulations. So, all right, that is our goal for tonight. We're not ending this stream until this truck runs. Oh, come on, ADD boy, shut it. I will show you what focus means. So the big one thing right away that I know is that I don't want these bullet plugs. So they're just too bulky. They add this weird rigid point in this whole thing. So we're cutting them off, and we're going to get that situated. Now, before I cut them off, I should probably just get it hooked up to the radio just to make sure that I'm wiring it the right way so I don't have to like go in and worry about reversing. I don't want to do that. So Drunken RC, thank you very much. Josh, I was wondering if you could walk us through how you propose to alleviate... Oh, you son of a... You know what? freaking Sacramento needs is a crosstown expressway that goes from Folsom to Roseville, connects Bidwell to 65. Like, it's or Sunrise straight across. Oh, it's such a, this city is such a piece of shit for access. Oh, it's the worst. That was rude, though. Including lights, including the light kit. Just use some wire nuts. I am with questions about roundabouts. You mean a train? Unfortunately, even being the traffic engineer that I am, I'm not much for mass transit. I apologize. It's my Midwest roots. I don't like all this mass transit stuff. Buses, trains. Nah. Does SAC have a light rail? We do. It's useless. That's not useless. It's pretty useless. I don't know. Why do four-way stops still exist? For safety. It's a good way to manage traffic speed, dangerous intersections, things like that. If they don't meet warrants for something like a signal, a roundabout is a good place for a four-way stop. But you do need more. You do need more space, more. So sometimes you gotta take some land. Got you a 6-pack of liquid cola for BTC. Sick. If you were in charge of Kelly's high school raid, would it exist? Oh, yes, it would. I would be so rich. I mean, I would just be, if I was the guy that got to funnel all of that money into whatever corrupt thing that I was, would you like to see my Bugatti? What's your favorite way to design highway merges? Ooh, merges? I mean, a weave merge section is the worst. You don't want a weave merge section. You want to separate those into zones further away, lots of acceleration distance. Okay, we're wiring. Sons of bitches. I need to get my radio, though, because we do need to double check that. Whoops. Hey, Nicole. Can you give me my backpack? Can you hand me my backpack? Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how did you want to go to Guatemala? I want to go.
Oh, I see. Okay. Focus. I am focused. It's fine. So big cloverleaf. Nope, you don't want cloverleafs. Cloverleafs have the weave merge like underneath of the overpass section where, one person's trying to get over to get into one and the other person's trying. You don't want that. Okay. Cloverleafs are old school. That's not what you don't want that anymore. Okay. Good. Glad we're all on the same page. So let's go ahead and power up our ESC. I'm going to need more than 5 volts, though. So we're going to go to 12 volts. Powered up. Oh, I've bypassed that. Oh, that means I need to power up the BEC. Actually, I can just bypass that for the moment. Wait, why is that? That shouldn't be flashing. Where is it getting power from? That's weird. That's suspicious. All right, we're going to disconnect the BEC for a moment. and plug the okay. So we're going to create a new model on the radio. Select model. Oh, I think I might already have an IJ model. I do. Yes. Is it hooked up already? No, I haven't bound this one yet. I think I changed. Oh, I did. I stole the receiver for something. Is that smoke? No, it's not smoke, Brian. Damn it. Receiver set. This is a two-way, I believe. Yes. Bind set. Binding successful. Unplugging those servos because the things aren't set yet. They should be set, but not going to count on that. So anyway, okay, we're going to go ahead and plug these in so that I can confirm rotation. If so, we will nailed it. All righty there. Is A-Main the cheapest place to get FlySky receivers? I don't know that. I've bought so many different versions of FlySky receivers now that I don't even know. I don't even know. Let's see if Josh can launch off the table. So, you know how to wire? So now we do Geoguessr. All right. That is off. I need to label these just to make sure that we don't get anything mixed up. I'm going to put some silver on that one and that one. I suspect I'll put 2 bands of silver on this one on both sides. And then nothing on the third one, and we're set. What transmitter am I using? I'm using the FlySky G11P. So I think it's very comfortable. It's very light. It's not expensive. If I was to fall and shatter it, it's one that's like, well, that kind of sucks, but it could be a lot worse. So that is one of the reasons I like it. Okay. There is that. I'm still interested to know how that receiver was finding any power when it shouldn't have been getting fed anything. Because I had this plugged in. Oh, yeah, of course it had power. The BEC was powered through the plug. That's stupid. What an idiot. So I like the Dumbo RC. Yeah, I've tried the Dumbo RC radios. I'm just not much of a fan. Just not. What battery do you use in the G11? I've got 18650s. There's standard 18650 cells. Something I bought a 4-pack of off Amazon. Did you see the new Noble Mix radio that was shown today? I have not. I've been all over the place today, and I have not been much on the internet. All right, so this is going to be channel 2. It's not that important yet, but we'll get to it. Okay, let's get this wired. Do I want to take it apart? It would probably be best if I just took it apart. I would probably struggle a lot less with it, right? It's probably the right move. Can I get to that? No. Do I have a ball tip hex driver in here? I feel like I do. I do, in another DeWalt. Okay. Oh, that reaches better. I'm just taking the firewall out so that I'm not having to work around it. Okay. So I just need to make sure that I don't, yeah, there's no way. There's no big deal. No big deal at all. I can work around all of that without any concern. Perfectly fine. Squints. No, Mr. Basis from hell. Have you seen any studies on how much fuel is spent on metered on-ramps versus non-metered? How in Washington we've got old on-ramps that have been cut in half. If we're trying to save fuel, like what? The fuel consumption side of metered on-ramps versus safety in general. Like I get the purpose of metered on-ramps is to not cause backups when people are trying to merge at too high of a volume. And the thought of the fuel savings is that you're not backing up 2, 3, 4, 500 cars on the interstate. Instead, you're just backing up a smaller number that are getting on the on-ramp. I don't necessarily like them, but I do get it. And yes, there has been studies done, quite a bit actually. You can look up the white papers for them actually if you like. I can't remember what organization publishes those studies. But yeah. So that's why hook, line, and sinker every time. Shut it. Shut it. I'm focused tonight. See? So I answered that question. I answered that bait question while continuing to be focused. Let's get all this heat shrink removed. Okay, yeah. Making sure that I didn't put my my orientation marks on the heat shrink. And that I did in fact put them on the wire instead. So go. So, all right, we can disconnect those. Get these cut off now. They're installing them in Bakersfield, but I think that's because no one here knows how to merge. We have like 10 cars trying to fit truck. Yeah. Tell you what, Bakersfield is definitely the north side of the GTA map. You got to be careful up there. These guys are aggressive. Beat the creek. Goddamn right. Beat the creek. I'm getting this wired tonight. We're not ending the stream until the truck is running. No matter how long it takes. No matter how long. So now, where is my Mr. Jig? There it is. It's done by one. Bakersfield is rough. What motor are you going to run? I am running the Holmes 10-pole stubby. So I did get the, don't need my keyboard right now. Did make sure to bring my soldering iron up here. Got it turned on. So when you take it out of that holder, it turns on automatically. And it's already hot. So good. Love this freaking soldering iron. It was worth all the money. Burns incoming. Hey, not, might be right. There's one unsoldered. This is not hot yet, so I don't really have to do that. But. Two unsoldered. Okay. Last one. What iron is that? It is the Thermaltronics. I think it's the T200 or something like that. Itch, middle of my back. What for those of us Slack? What rig am I working on? This is my IJ. It's the chassis base of it, and that's what we're working on. If you haven't, it's the purple nurple or the uncrustable, something like that. So, all right, we've got. Oh, my wire strippers are downstairs. I don't have to go get those, though. We don't need wire strippers. That's fine. We'll do it manually. I'm just going to strip myself back an extra like 1/8 inch. Give myself some room. And we'll get the motor side done as well. Okay. ESC side is ready. I'll get those tinned. Ah, shit. I have to do the. I forgot that I have to do the motor side in the. Throwing away the bullet plugs. Just chew on them like a feel now. I think that's why you're not in charge of wiring. I would say my go-to for most things has been stripping wires with my teeth. Comes recommended by 4 out of 5 dentists who want to stay in business. Fallout Edition grape soda, not bad. Wouldn't be my go. I do love grape soda. Just so much sugar. I can see that I did heat up the or I did cut into the sheathing on this wiring a little bit too much. One motor side undone. Tell us how much you favor strippers, John. Sometimes you don't need strippers. Sometimes you can just do it with your teeth. All right. See, these bullet plugs are less easy to unsolder because you can't actually see them like the female size. So you just have to heat from the side and go all the way through. Did someone say strippers? It's strippers. They did not. It was purely. Got it. Don't worry. I don't know where that smoke just came from, but I don't think that it was important. Come on, you bastard. Don't need strippers. Do it manually. This. God. I'm live. I'm live.
I know. What cinnamon rolls? What cinnamon rolls were you trying to make?
Oh, the girls were going to come over and make cinnamon rolls.
What?
Yeah, I know. But you're not well enough yet.
Oh, I have face shingles.
Face shingles.
Oh, dang it.
I know.
Next week.
Hold, please. I almost want to add more solder to this just so that I can, God bless it. Replace the bullets with Wago blocks. I don't want any connector. It's just adds bulk. We're going direct. Factory direct. I think I'm just building heat in. If I can't get heat directly into this thing, we're just going to cut it. Come on. You're about to become your own safety briefing. I am not. About to find out, though. He might have soldered the shit out of this one. Hardwire. That's the way. I'm not having room for the stupid connectors. All right, we're cutting this one off. He wired it in there too close. It's fine. This one, though, we got some solder area to get at. Just Bluetooth the wires. Is the nice thing about having a fusion. I need this form factor 2-in-1. See how much we're trying to keep the bullet plug out of the aluminum block right now so that I can keep from the heat dissipating. Nope, fuck it. We got time for that. We got to finish this truck tonight. Any guesses on what time will actually be done? We're not ending this thing until it's running. The wiring is properly, I'm not talking just wired. I want it like properly ran and tucked and where it's going to be. That's what I'm talking about. So, where did I put the ESC? Got it. 1:30 Missouri time. 9:30, 10 window. I feel like that is a possibility. I feel like we could get that. All right, here's the two wire. So, Omnifixo. tomorrow after Geoguessr. Get all of our wires tinned. I didn't strip that one back a little bit more yet. Close. Why hasn't Fixo sponsored a month of scale news? That's a good question. I do love my Omni Fixo. This thing is the bomb. We are using the Kester brand solder still. Works so well. Flows so nicely. Is that a Vault Tech iron? No, it is a Thermaltronics, a lab grade soldering iron. It was very expensive, but freaking worth every penny. I think it was like $350 or something like that. But it's not even like, it doesn't even seem like soldering anymore. It's like a whole different thing. It's so much, it's so easy. Heat shrink. Fart. My heat shrink downstairs. It can't be, can it? It sure could be. How? Damn it. I had to go all the way downstairs for heat shrink. I was doing some wiring in the garage, and I took my box of heat shrink. And while I brought up my soldering iron, I forgot the heat shrink. Not prepared. You are not wrong. Okay. Is there anything else I should do first before making the trek all the way downstairs? Oh, while I'm down there, I need to make sure one of these servo leads gets a little tight. I think it's this one as far as length goes. So I need to make sure, Josh, make sure not to reuse all my hardware. I don't reuse much hardware. But when it's still new, I'm okay with it. It's like once it's been used and electrical tape it is. No, I won't. I'm not falling for that. We're going to do it right. Because wiring. We don't need to go downstairs yet. I have some heat shrink. Is my heat gun up here? No. Is my lighter up here? No. God damn it. I am a hot mess. This is a little bit larger than what I would have liked to have been running, but okay. Break out the butt connectors. No shot. No. If you have butt connectors on your RC, I have no problem publicly shaming you. If you've got a crimp connection butt connector, no, it's not allowed. Okay. If you've got there's a wire nut within 3 feet of your RC, right to jail. right to jail right away. Dude, just make her run. It's fine. I'll do anything to minimize steps today. I'm hurting after my Diablo run yesterday. All right. What? With those weak ass ankles, can't run anywhere. I can run, just not, you know, I run for a little while, then I pay for it later. You know what I mean? Okay. Good one there. Is this the one that I got into the... No, it is not. Okay. It's fine. Again, heat shrink. This is the single silver, which is that one. Just trying to make sure. Proper tension on everything. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Good to go there. Remember your old house? You could have had a bunch of us soldering for you as you brought it. That is true. We, you know. Okay. Heat shrink. See, we're not forgetting. We're not redoing. You see? The old house was the Missouri house, that is. A lot of room in that shop. It was quite handy. We could have multiple people spread all about. Okay. Make sure that's got a good go. Is heat shrink like purple drink? You need a Mead bus bar for that. Why you're not yeah. Go get a Steve Mead 6-way. 400 amp fuses in line. Okay. So motor ESC wired up, should be proper direction all around, other than the fact that I didn't check that I had the radio not reversed. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. I don't have my heat gun in here, right? No, I do not. We're going to need that. We're going to need that. Now the ESC needs programmed. It comes programmed. I've never once had to program one of these Holmes V3s. They're just ready to go. And it programs through here. So it's fine. But I've never once programmed one of those. I just plug them in. Never changed a single thing. Is there any way to make ABS print like ABS GF so it looks that good? I don't know that. I have not tried that. No programming. Well, there's your issue. No. Okay. I do need that. I do need to get my extensions. Unless, let me just double check that my lighter is in fact gone. It is. That's probably ain't got no gas in it. Does our iron iron put off enough heat to melt the shrink? It probably does. I just hate doing that way. It's just so much easier to use a torch or a heat gun. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go get that. I should grab those extensions anyway. Speaking of Holmes' favorite ESC motor combo, it all depends on what truck, or like what my goal is. Like this one, I just put that V3 and that Crawlmaster 10 pole in there, and I got to drive another rig with that in there, and I really liked it. But like my Rockabilly, I've got the V3 and the Holmes 540M with the 1800 kV, and that thing's great. Those are my two like go-to Holmes systems now. Get your crack lighter. That's what I'm gonna go do, is go get my crack lighter. What did you print that in? What did I print what in, Tim? Did I show something printed? Please tell. Mine is still the BRXL and Crawlmaster 13 turn. That was always a great one for me. But I don't run anything brushed anymore. I don't know is there any truck in here that's brushed? No. Well, the 3-wheeler is technically brushed over there. Oh, I've got the Mini Z in here. It is brushed. And a stock Phoenix that I was disassembling. So, I was going to ask the same question also about using the heat gun to shrink the heat. Yeah, my Helamon's got the Fusion 8 in it. So, even that, not brushed anymore. Okay, VP Challenge truck. That's brushless as well, but it's not in here. We're using 13.5 systems from Hobbywing for those vehicles. So, okay, I'm going to go run downstairs. I'm going to go grab a heat source, servo extensions. I might as well grab my heat shrink while I'm there. What can I treat you guys to? How about some background music? Would you like acoustic cinema? Or how about lo-fi? I like lo-fi. Enjoy. Wasn't fast, obviously. I'm not fast today. Crack lighter. All right. We're set. Oh, music. Music. Thank you for joining. Scaling fire. Shh, Dark Souls coming up. Keep the music. See, I can't hear it. So I don't even know what it sounds like. Was it good? Was it worth the shit? Hey, Brandon, good seeing you. Bail money in case you visit Downtown Bank after hours. Like, listen, nobody can be that fascinated with this bank unless they're up to no good. You ain't from around these parts, are you? Thank you, Brandon. Tell everybody hello for me. This thing's never going to run, and you're not allowed to call you certain words. Use H10 axles for your shock tower. Use H10 axles for your shock tower and firewall. Are you saying, like, do you have to use them? No, you do not have to use H10 axles for those. If you want, you can, because that's what I'm using. But the shock tower locations, I believe, are basically in the same location as factory VS410 shock towers. So you should be fine with just about any setup. Firewall is actually completely clear of anything. The only thing is that the motor is designed for an H10 for the servo position. So unless you're running an axle that you don't have to have the chassis or the servo in the chassis, that would be like the hiccup. So that would be the tough point. Rude. I'm listening to the song. Movie quote? Ooh, I don't think nothing comes to mind. Nothing comes to mind from that. Origin Classic Pro or Optic? Those like very different ends of the spectrum. If I could only have one, if I could only have one of those two trucks and I couldn't have any other trucks, I would pick an Optic personally. If I had a scale truck already, the Classic Pro is such a solid build. Like, it's just got everything. Is this going to be too long? I feel like this is too long. That's a really tough one. I think it's definitely just depends on which one you want to look at. No, I like that longer one. We're going to go with the longer one. This is for my overdrive shift. Is this secure enough? It's not super secure. I feel like that has a risk of coming loose. So I'm going to put a little bit of jeweler's wire around it just to be sure that I don't have an issue while running. Cut chassis rails to run your metal bumpers. Cut chassis front rails cut, yes. Rear, no. So yeah, front yes, rear no. I'm just running some jeweler's wire through both sides like that. Just doing a... Do I have my pliers up here? Maybe. Yes. My little Safety pliers. Safety wire pliers. Are they needed? No. Is it nice? Yes. Piss. I already broke it. Doing it again. Fancier electrical tape alternative. That is true. This is just a fancier electrical tape alternative. I will not lie with that. I also don't. Do I have black electrical tape up here? I don't know. I also just sometimes don't trust tape. If you tape, then you wouldn't need pliers. Going on. All right. Oh, just got the tail that time. We're good. What about heat shrink, John? Oh, you know what? I could put some heat shrink over top of this still. I went and got my heat shrink. You know what? I'm good with that, actually. There you go. Just glue them. So I went and opened my last bottle of super small zip ties. I don't have any zip ties that small. But I do have like all the sizes of heat shrink. So hopefully one of these will work. I would just hate for one of these freaking shoe goo. It's kind of messy. Oh, this is the perfect size. Good enough. Are your front IJ bumper mounts not included with it? I've had an issue with that. I had pulled the listing of the original one that didn't, and then I included them with the second one, but like for some reason it keeps getting mixed. So they are available separately. I hate that is the case. And if you don't have anything else to order, let me know. You can like send me an email. I do have some extras. You just have to wait for me to ship them. What pliers do you suggest for the Eclipse for the incision shocks? The Knipix A0 148s. Is that right? Sorry. 4811 J0. So the J0 are the straight ones. The A0s are 90 degrees, but 4811 and then J0 or A0, depending on which ones you like. And they're for 8 to 13 millimeter C clips like that. So it's got the right size little tip on them. There you go. Hey, Jeff, what four-wheel steer axles would you recommend for a Thai Pro Customs MB1 buggy build? F10 straight, portal, or H10? Moon buggies kind of, I would say, are best on portals. So I'd probably just go F10 portals. So just you keeping the previous BTC environment in mind when doing this? I guess that's the real question. Like, okay, BTC does BTC things. Do I go drive this truck? I'm leaning towards no. If it's like it was, I'm not going to drive it. I will absolutely wimp out and not drive it. But I'll drive the shit out of my Optic, which I think I'm going to build up this coming week. So I need to wire this plug. We should put the firewall back in now. Yeah. So firewall going back in place. We can get that held in there now. Much easier without the bullet plugs. Drive the optic, then sell it when it's really muddy. I will 1,000% do that. Like I'll do it in a heartbeat. If that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Are you guys talking about building an arc? Dude, I so hope that a little bit of light rain, whatever. I'll take it. I'll enjoy it. That shit that we had last year, I'm not coming back if that's the case. It's going to be fun. We're going to have fun. The art can't be awful far from BTC. Oh my God. Yeah. All right. What filaments do you use for all the chassis components on the IJ? So this whole truck is ABS glass fiber. Everything's ABS glass fiber. The whole body, everything here, everything on the entire truck. I don't think I printed anything other than some of the motor components I printed in PLA. Taking the cowboy hat, god damn right I am. Traveling in it. So what rental car company are you getting banned from this year? Listen, I'm going with the rental car company that I've got status with this year. It was not available last year, but this year I'm using my go-to. So let's hope that we don't. If I get banned from this rental car company, I will have to appeal because I can't risk losing status with them. And I like their cars best usually. Sorry, got here late. What are we building? And by we, I mean you. We are wiring up my IJ, and I am not stopping this stream until it's done. Wired, done. That's the plan. Okay, I got to do a little bit of planning here. I have to take off the regular XT60 plug. I have to get it back to the one that's built into the rear battery box, right? The hard-mounted one back here. But this one also has a JST that I'm using to power the BEC. So I need that. And I need another JST for the light controller. So I need another JST lead added, which is an important detail. You know, and then we got the rest of that to deal with. Josh is going to be forced to use Turo after BT. This is egregious. Just use Victoria as good credit for rental. My credit is excellent. Thank you. So, yeah. Now, I did rent from Avis for KOH this year, and they didn't. I think their letter might have been bullshit. I don't think that they really have a system to track it. So, you know. Okay. I might as well get this plug taken off to start. What do you think of the Bamboo X2D? I heard that it was coming. I actually haven't seen the details on it yet. So I don't know much about it yet. I'll say that I freaking love my H2D. It's just, I just use the shit out of it. Just use. Can you run dig on the IJ without modification? I don't know that. Because I don't know about the servo position for the shifting. So it would depend on how you're going to do that. I think that the dig itself would clear the IJ, but I don't know what you would do for the servo position for sure. 900 for 4-color. Second feed is a bosun tube feed. Was that the direct, the one that just goes right to? I don't. God, it's been so long since I've like had to deal with like regular filaments or like regular printers that I don't. Or is it the second feed? Does that mean it's got a motor that's attached on the side and it feeds it in versus direct drive? Right? Wasn't that bosun when it had the extruder is off to the side and it pushes? I think XQC would be good for the type of stuff we print with the dedicated support machine. Interesting. Stuck between getting an X2D and H2D and ended up choosing H2D. The extra size is so nice on the H2D. I really do like it. And I would say the bigger thing that I like about the H2D is the properly temperature controlled chamber that the X1 didn't have. I don't know about this X2. So yeah. Anyway, okay. Let's get this guy removed. Come on. Flung some solder at me. Go. Are you ready for Beat the Creek? I am absolutely not, but that is part of what we're doing. It's a little hot to throw that away yet. Okay, so we don't need that guy anymore either. This JST, probably just, I'll figure out where I'm going to put that. 4 a.m. tick, tick, tick. No, it ain't. I don't think we're going to be anywhere close to that. I think this is going to go fast. So that sits really well right there. I'm thinking that I should just I'm going to get this ESC stuck down. I don't think there's anything wrong with getting that put down in place. Definitely not rushing ahead. There it is. You should build another IJ BTC. Yeah. Because I didn't spend 6 months on this build somehow. That's what they call scope creep for those of you in that type of world. This is really thin VHT. I actually don't trust that that has enough bite. I do have some. Is this thicker servo tape? Or is this thin? No, this is thin too. Damn it. I guess I'm using thin double-sided. I'll just put 2 layers on. Give it that cushion to be able to conform, you know? Less talky, more ping pong movie quotes. What shit are you talking about? X2D has a heated chamber, and with AMS2 comes in at $8.99. That is a damn good price. I did see that new California bill made it to the next stage, though. It's It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's such just absolutely idiotic. Now, we don't talk about politics in here, but that's not to say that I don't think that all politicians are the worst. Oh, come on. That's not an invitation to talk politics either. But yeah, there's a new California bill that's definitely trying to put the hurt on 3D printing abilities. It's so stupid. It's like just absolute like impossibilities that they're saying have to be done. It's like, that's not possible. Which, go figure. Oh man. Good. The PS2 needs to drop in price. I'll give you that. That one. Town car update. Let's see. Crossed. Let's see. I've put 4,000 miles on it so far. I'm at 29,000 now. Bought it at 25, 24 something. So, yeah. Drove it back and forth to the Bay Area all week. 4 hours a day. Well, other than Monday and Tuesday. Well, I guess I drove it there Monday. Stayed Monday night, though. So, other than that one little weird hiccup I had the other day when, of course, Nicole had to be with me when it did it. It's a champ, man. So comfy. Hopefully I'll get to start on the stereo shortly, like right after I get back from BTC. There we go. God. Hate getting that shit off the back of double-sided tape. Okay. How many bags of Werther's Originals is that? Wait till it starts blowing plugs out of the hood. What do you mean? I had all the plugs and coils replaced. What are you thinking for stereo equipment? Basically, all be Gately equipment. And so we already have the amps. Haven't purchased batteries yet. That's expensive. But I'll get lithium battery purchased before too long. And so this has to go there. I'm going to get that stuck down also, just so that I know how I'm routing everything. Does Gately make an 8-track? No. No, he does not. Thank you very much. But got to get to work on building the A-pillars, getting the components all done. So I think we'll be, I don't know, probably be around 4,000 or 5,000 watts to start. And then if I want more, we'll go a little crazier. But I think I'll do like 2,000 to the 12s. Wait, lithium batteries for the town car? Yeah, for the battery in the trunk. Not for the main battery, of course, but I mean, I guess I could, but it seems a little unnecessary. You're going to go with a bigger alternator? Yeah, we'll probably do like a 400 amp. What the fuck is going on with my double-sided tape, man? This is the 3M good VHB. I don't know, it must just be getting old or something, but it's being an absolute pain in my ass. Single or double? Single alternator. No, I won't have any need for double in there. Even, I mean, 400 amp, if I go, it's way more than I'll need. Do you have to use a capacitor with lithium batteries? Nah, they don't really use capacitors much anymore. Pretty much all just big batteries now. And they just do so much more power now than you ever used to be able to do. Okay. That'll route through there well. This is going to go there. I feel like I should shorten this wire so I don't have all the extra. Bought those new crimpers for this purpose. We'll get to that. Servo, I might as well shorten that while we're at it as well. Just keep everything tip top. Yes, okay, that's to that. I mean, what I could do is just wire this right into that, get rid of those plugs. Why not? Solder it together, a little heat shrink, bing, bang, bing, bang, pow. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Batteries are less explosive than a cap. Also true. Amplifiers are so well built now that capacitor bank built in. Okay. Phone distraction. Put it away. I know my expense on lithium ions for the house have went down the last 5 years, but we just moved over to lithium iron potassium LFP for increased usability. Interesting. I think I'll be using Warpath Energy for my batteries. Local guy. So he also works with Gately a lot. So that will be my choice to go with that way. Okay, so I need power there. We need 2 JSTs. I can probably, rather than do the JSTs off the XT60, I'll probably run my wires back and then do a junction back here with the JSTs and everything. Because why not? Unless I do 1 JST off of there, because the light kit will be on the body. And that'll get me that spot. What I should do is get one of those magnetic. Little magnetic little setups. I can wire it in like this now for today. That's fine. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to do it this way. Yeah. I don't need that thing. I'm not going to take the body on and off this. I've built it so I don't have to do that. So that's silly. Okay. That's fine. Are both these the same? Yes. So they both need the female side of the JST. Okay. So 2 female sides to the JSTs. We're going to put 1 on here and 1 up here. Yeah. Still not done. It's going to be done. It's going to be done. Okay. So I got to get that stripped back. I got to grab some wire. What is this? Is that 14 or 12? It's probably 14, right? 14, yes. So we'll match that. 12, 14. Uh-oh. Oh. Need to get more 14 gauge. The last of it. I guess I might as well just cut this red to that length and we'll work from that. Should be plenty. Famous last words. Friendly reminder, projects are never done. Don't be hostile. My BTC rig has been done so long I gave up on going. No. That's crazy talk. Okay. So I should just go ahead and pull that out. I'll get these wired in with a JST. I do have to figure out how I'm going to route this, but I think it's safe enough. We'll go that route. Okay. Shoe. The 1.5, or is that a 2.0? I wish I was already at BTC. I'm chopping at the bit. It's going to be fun. All right. Got that pulled out. Where did I put my little... No, it's right there. It'll be here quickly. Yeah, that's no joke. It is going to be here before we know it. You got room for one more? Wait, what? You got room for one at BTC? At the old VP Airbnb. Gonna be fun. Oh, you get these wires stripped back and pre-tinned. Where are you supposed to send that holy tool to? That holy tool? This thing? No. What are you talking about, Willis? Not getting rid of my little jig. Vittorio doesn't need to go. Tell him if he sees the weather forecast, he might agree with you. The driver. Oh, I sent those to somebody. That's my set there. I'm not letting go of my set. Are you guys going to Giant Glove Box? You guys going to Giant Glove Box? They're going to be on the downhill side of that slimy hill again, I think. All right. Just getting these good and tinned. I bought a pack of Uncrustables for my optic run entries today. Dude, that's dangerous. You bought them too far in advance. They might not make it. I didn't post my photo from the Diablo run yesterday. It is, where's that? Hold, please. On the trail. Uncrustable in a Pacifico. Hard to beat that. Come on. This is when I need my good strippers. I should have got them when I went down to the garage. Damn it. Those are tinned. I have Amarillo by Morning stuck in my head right now. Less than ideal for my concentration. I would pay to see a BTC oven mitt challenge. What a cluster. All right. Get the old XT60s tinned. Good there. Oh, we got a little spillage on there. Off now. All right. Let's be real careful about what side goes where here. I know I didn't put the JST in. It's fine. I'm trying to put that towards the top. Okay. Whoop. Wasn't cooled off yet. Good. Good and hot. Also, it's fine. Just remember the cleat and squirrel way. Black. Black to red, red to black. One of the first motorcycles I ever wired when I was like 18. It was an old shovel head. And I had to, it was an absolute basket case. So just there was nothing there. And the good news is that a shovel head has like, it's just a shovel head is a type of motor from an old Harley from the 70s and early and 80s, 70s and 80s both, I think shovel heads were. But I was young and I just wanted to get this thing wired up. And I had one color of wire and I wired the whole bike with one color wire. And I think it was like green or blue. I don't know. It was, it didn't make any fucking sense. Up to 84. Son of a bitch. Shovels were around in the 50s? No, that was like flatheads, panheads, and knuckleheads. Shovels didn't start in the 50s. There's no way. Now I have to hate you. Dude, look. Oh, I fully understand. Like, 18 with the shovel head. Lucky bastard. No, I'm just, every owner's sense has hated pan and knuckle back then. Back when? When was the first, someone look up when the shovel head was introduced? There's no way it was the 50s. '66 to '84. So through the AMF. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Man, I didn't even know it went into the 60s. I thought it started in the 70s. I thought the pans and knuckles were separate. Those old shovel head Harleys had quite the sound to it. But yeah, awful to wire it all with one color. Let's see if we can get that put in place. There. I'll always be a knucklehead. God. I'm going to shorten that up just a tiny bit. There we go. Where'd my solder go? It was just holding up my equipment into position. Perfect. That'll work. I can't see what you're doing. I know, but it, oh, I guess that would help if I just hid this at least. I'm gonna say you're still not gonna be able to see much, but I guess it would be better than that. Can I think I can, as long as I don't put that side on yet, I can fix this. I can put on the heat shrink with one side. I think I can get it over that JST plug. Okay, we got that side through. Pull the red through. Now feed the other black. Oh, got lucky. We remembered just in time to put the heat shrink on. Woo! Lucky, lucky. Now we'll put the red through. We're safe. No. I need an alligator clip. Do I have one? Is Vittorio going to build an IJ? I think he has one. I don't know. He probably hasn't finished it yet since we haven't seen, but yeah, I think that he's got one to build. These things are a little too much. God damn it. Nothing is holding this right where I want it. Son of a bitch. Clear Classic Pro coming back soon. I don't have an exact date to share with you on that, but I think that it's I think it's May. Perfect. Perfect. Dan made Vittorio one. That's what I thought. That's what I was remembering. I couldn't remember what color he made Vittorio one in. But I remember Vittorio and Brandon both having one. Both heavy as shit because Dan printed them. Looking good. Military green. That sounds right. Okay, cool. Hope he brings it to BTC. I don't think so. I do not think that he will be. It's Vittorio, V-I-T, Vittorio. It's funny because like you'll see some people like Vittorio's name, agreed, is difficult, like different, harder for us to, you know, for people to get. But like also like Karina, you know, people always call her Katrina rather than just Karina. Just try and throw a T in there. Okay, that's done. So now we just need to get this. So I'm going to install this back into the chassis. Watch out for inhabited trash cans. Trash bags. Thank you. Shithead girls. Okay. Looking good there. Happy with that. Now I just need to get these powers to that powers. And where can I sneak this through? I think I'm going to go through there. Well, I can probably run it along the side on this side. And then we can just fold that back and then we can zip tie it to itself. Yes, that's acceptable. That is acceptable. I will allow that. Length looks fine. So this is why I got the ESC mounted already, so that I knew what I was working with. What's the footprint of the different H2 printers? Tax refund has me thinking, oh, footprint on like a workbench? I don't have that information for you. They are considerably bigger than the X series. I'll tell you that. Okay. Good. Just got back from getting some new wheels and tires on my car. Ooh. Anything good, or just do like some you just have the fun task of paying for replacements? Hopefully something fun. I remember the first time I had to buy a full set of new tires for one of my cars. Like, how much does it cost? I remember, like, after I had to pay for that, and like, I don't remember how old I was, but I remember being like, okay, well, that took that long for me to wear through these tires. I need to save this much money a month and put it away just so that if that happens, I can pay for this in the next amount of time. Because it was such a bit. I was like, how much money? I don't like that at all. Shit was cheap back then. God, I remember just being like, what? I think it was, it was in Kansas City, so it wasn't my old Jeep. Could have been this Jeep, I guess, but my 37-inch BFGs are $450 a tire. The rear tires on my Corvette are $1,000 each. I'm like, I'm buying a Lincoln. I don't wear through those tires so fast then. Like, this shit's too expensive. People are like, you gonna do a burnout? Like, you know how much these tires cost? Listen, I'm cheap. I budgeted just for this. Did they come with Vaseline? Yeah. No, they came with me, and I had to buy new wheels as well since I cracked them. Cracked one wheel. Known Grand Sport wheel problem. Boggers. Same guys who use boggers. That's the Clibbins guys. Okay. Can't forget the other JST, but I think I can do that after the fact. Heat shrink. Don't forget heat shrink. High-speed tires don't last long either. I agree. God damn it. Wear down. Now, I did have, after I put new tires on, I had an alignment done to take some of the camber out of the front so that I didn't chew through the inside of the tires so fast. Heat shrink is on. We have not forgotten. All right. Okay. Go ahead and gotta get the Ling Longs. No, I didn't. That was the thing. I went with good tires. Couldn't go with. And it's got run flats and all that shit. I prefer to use Facebook Marketplace for brand new 35s from shady individuals in trailer parks. I always ask, are they stolen? If they say no, I'm clear. Right, that's done. What soldering jig is that? It's called the Omnifixo. Omnifixo. It's great. The scanning dots are not included. You have to add those yourself. But the little magnetic things that go around and have they're amazing. It's so nice. They have multiple sizes and all that. This thing's fantastic. A must-have from internet influencers. Drunken RC. Do you believe the concerns about pedestrian safety as it relates to roundup? You know what? It's a great question. So, funny enough, pedestrian traffic when you have high enough warrant, we actually had to design roundabouts that then had pedestrian crossing signals integrated on approaches. Why do I felt like that just... That's fine. Oh, I just pulled a pin up because I was pulling a little too hard. Which was the most asinine thing. It's like the whole reason to not do a traffic signal is because they're expensive. They're not needed unless they meet warrants. So stupid. So yes. Well, no. I'm also, the other thing is like being from the Midwest, not a lot of walking. You come out here and I'm like, oh, okay, you get it. But like in the Midwest, you see someone on the sidewalk, like rarely. We're not big walkers. Things are a long ways away in the Midwest. They keep trying to put roundabouts in up here. Yeah, nah. Tyler, get on board with roundabouts. Roundabouts are great. They're faster and more efficient. They're fun to drive. They're like, yes, you get stupid people, but you get stupid people everywhere. So like roundabouts are the way, as long as it's not in too busy of a situation, but it helps with traffic speeds, calms speeds down, lowers them. They look good in an area. You have a nice opportunity for landscaping, all that kind of thing. There's benefits there. Squares to measure a yonder. No one knows how to. Yes, they do. Like, I know that some people don't, but like in the end, they all end up going around. They get it. Not great for 18-wheelers. If designed properly, they should be. I'm not saying that they always are, but when designed properly, they have the proper rollover aprons in the center for off tracking for 18-wheelers. They should be fine. Bad designs happen in all areas, not just, shitty RC cars and things like that. Like bad designs happen in every profession, and there's a lot of bad roadway designers. Put a little too much attention on that one. Come on, you pile of shit. There we go. We're okay there. One side just came up a little bit. Good with that. I'm going to put a clamp on both sides and throw a little bit of solder on top. There we go. Yeah. I haven't seen one stop sign up here. Wait, I haven't seen one stop sign here that people stop at. A lot of people have to admire green lights. 1/3 of the way done for it. Hey, no, we're making good time, people. We're making great time. I just wanted to redo this joint so that it was a little prettier. We went from 2 roundabouts to roughly 400 in 5 years in Bozeman. 400? That's like 1 roundabout per person. That's 1 roundabout per Californian that moves in per month. Californians love Montana. You guys have like a whole welcome committee for a new California license plate that shows up. Okay. Where'd my light crack? Not a joke either. Sweet. What temp do you set your soldering iron at? So this soldering iron, it uses what's called Curry heat technology. There is no temperature settings. It reacts to the amount of heat that is getting soaked in. So you don't like crank it to 800. It's wild. If you look it up at like a Thermaltronics soldering iron and how it works so efficiently, it's so cool and so impressive. Just got my Wraith wired up. Mamba X and a Tekin Rock 412 hooked up sensor wire won't work while plugged in. Just got hooked up a sensor wire won't work while plugged in. I don't think that it has to be programmed for censored for that to work, but you might want to double check that. Plug it into a Castle link or something. It's been so long since I've used like that whole text message sounds like straight up 2010. Okay. Sip and dip is famous. What is that? I don't even know. Hello from Canada. Watch out for living boss. We're making good time here tonight, everybody. And I'm standing by that we're not ending this stream until this thing is sorted as far as wiring goes only. But I think we're in really good shape. This is going to go well. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to lie. I wish I had a little bit more slack on that. There might be enough room for me to sneak this around this way. I still want to do a floorboard. Ooh, I could get it through there. Okay. We got to do 2 things. For one, I got to take out the power plug again. Let's see. I grew up in Flathead Valley in the 80s. Like, stream's not over until at least 1 round of Geoguessr. I'll commit to that. I'll commit to this thing being done, wired, I mean, and 1 round of Geoguessr. Shit, we might be done so early. We can just Geoguess our little hearts out. Now I'm not jinxing it. I'm not jinxing it. But Oh, wait. Yes. No. Okay. That still works. Still a good idea. That goes through there. Okay. That's going to go, those wires stay up. This one's going to go over here like that. Double check. Ah, hell yes. Perfect. I knew exactly what I was doing this whole time. I've never made a mistake. Whoop, whoop. Don't forget to wire the inflatable floats for BTC. You mean the blow dryer so that it doesn't get wet while it remains in the tent the whole time? Or if someone has an enormous wad of cash with them, they can just take it home. Okay. So, oh, that worked out. Perfect. I'm going to have to take that out again. I should get this ran up that same way. It's okay. It's okay. Making progress still. Time to put in the fourth shock. No, let's not get greedy. Let's not get greedy. Now that can stay in place. Don't have to take that. Ballpark, are we talking 2K, 5K? I'll tell you now that 2K wouldn't get it done. God damn it. I got too much wire now. Some bitch. It was tight the other way. I thought this would have just given me the perfect amount of extra, but we got too much. You got to keep her out of the drive shaft. We're going to be all right. We're going to be safe here, I think. Speaking of, put some. Oh, shit. I just opened my drawer, and as I did it, it pushed my bag of freaking zip ties back behind the drawer. Oh, wait. I bet it went in the bottom one. That'll work. Actually, do I have any black ones up here? I do. Let's get black. Hey, Barto RC, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Listen, does it say who got them? Does it tell me? I'm not on YouTube. Let me open my YouTube feed. There we go. Oh, there we go. Congrats, you guys. See if that clip is over there. See if my random eclipse just living somewhere. Ew, white? Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not. I immediately was like, nope, we can't do that. Okay, so Come on. What is it hitting? Can't reach. Need to hook around the corner. What in the... Why is that hole so tight? Drilling it out. That's just unnecessary. Thank you again, Barto. Out here balling. Love the witness protection hat. What's that supposed to mean? Witness protection hat. Oh, you mean because there's no branding on it at all? Drilled out that mount a little bit. That'll make it easy. Witness protection or Janet Jackson backup singer. What the shit? There we go. Tons of room now. Slides right through. Get her bent down. We are set. Okay. Been here for just a few years. Still love the Flex Sylvia's 410 video. Oh my god. Oh. Looking back on how bad that car was sometimes is absolutely astonishing. Just pure evil. Like, I can't imagine if a regular person would have bought that car and what that would, like, I can just see somebody buying that, taking it somewhere, and be like, what happened in here? What's my favorite oddball car? I mean, I would say, to me, a dancing rider. I mean, I feel like that's as oddball as it gets and so much fun to drive. So much fun. Do you have a moderator for your lives? You just have the AI YouTube one. Have a number of moderators, although it's just not as much required anymore. But like Phoenix, who's always in here. Phoenix is always around. He's still a mod on here. I got a number of mods, but like we used to require a lot of mods. Like when, for those of you that have been around for a while, hey, there's Phoenix. You can always count on Phoenix. Like we used to have just sex bots constantly, or some really heinous shit that would pop up. But on anymore in the last handful of years, it's been way less needed. But yeah, before, like if you didn't have mods, like it was just a constant battle to be like trying to click and hide stuff. Chat bots were nuts, dude. It really was. It was wild. Okay, so I don't need to get that wire pinned down yet. We're fine. But I got both JSTs added. So I got the one up here for the BEC. I've got the one back here for the light kit. So we're set there. Where is the BEC? Right here. Yeah. So we get that plugged in. Good deal there. Now I do need to get that BEC attached. Ooh, will it fit right back there? Looks like it will. Oh, it does. Amazing. This Holmes BEC is so small. It just fits anywhere. That is what you should look for in a BEC, is reasonable size. Okay. All right. So that is secured, tucks in perfectly well. Get a couple of more. And now, yeah, not coffin shapes. Freaking Reese. I'll probably end up using a Reef's BEC on my optic refresh though for Beat the Creek. So because I'll have room in there. It'll be fine. I do have to get my Belzona livery done though for too long. Okay, so I do want to shorten the ESC lead because it only has to go to right here. There's no reason that it's this long. Now, I could wire it direct, or I can just shorten this. If the ground lead wasn't shared between two, I would just repin that and be done, because why not? But I'm just going to shorten. I'm going to shorten this lead and redo it. That'll be fine. So let's cut this off about there. Okay, so bing, bang, pow. 1, 2, 3. Am I late here for cinnamon? We talked about cinnamon rolls a little bit. Unfortunately, Nicole is not recovered enough yet. So hoping next week. A pre Beat the Creek cinnamon roll bake off. Knippix. Coil those wires. Yeah, I like that usually, but this is getting pretty tight. And I bought fancy new pliers for exactly this task, because I do like to actually shorten my leads. I bought a whole box of all of the ends though. Where did I put them? Okay, fun. Put it up here. Yes, found it. So that's all of our ends, connectors, and plugs. So make sure I don't grab the JST ones. Here's this. Put a new end on it. Probably don't need a new end, but that's fine. Shoot. We'll probably need this. Keep that handy. snip these off the tree. Okay, so I got these ratcheting pliers. They'll do both sides of these things at the same time. So with the pins facing up, black is to the right. So that's going to be 1 mil. That's going to be the larger side. Put that down. Oh, perfect. So good. So nice. Careful, they can cut the wire if you use the wrong size mandrel. Yes, if you go too small, especially. I have absolutely done that in the past. That is one thing with using ratcheting versus the, non-ratcheting. You can control things a little bit more, but, YOLO. Solid. Oh, looks so good on there. Come, everybody, come and see how good I look. Oh. Okay. Are these more nuked cinnamon rolls? No, we're going full on. Solid. All right. So pins up. What is that? Fine. Okay. Black to the right with the pin side up. Should be good. Then red. It's like a 2-week wire jam. Should be amazing. Oh, keep getting. Did I grab? And last week, while my intention was to do some wiring, I don't think that ever actually happened, is the problem. We ended up just talking and not getting any work done, which shouldn't surprise anybody. Okay. Let's power it up real quick just to test, make sure that everything is properly functioning. I need a longer whip on my power supply. It's off right now. We are good. Okay. Fun noises. Did you get your master's or is your bachelor? My bachelor's in civil and then math. because why not? Why not? Oh, this one I pulled the pin short. Oh, I see what I did. No, it doesn't pull out. Oh, I got the wire. I have my wire in there too long, and it's blocking my pin. Let's fix that so that that doesn't happen. But no, I never did my master's because math hard. Math is fun. Dork. You know, it's like it's one of those things like you already take so much math that you might as well just take a little bit more and check another box. So that is it was only like 2 more classes or something like that. So 2 or 3 or something, I don't know. Okay. Did you ever think you would be such an ease of being able to educate and convey information all your family? I don't know. I always, even in college, all that, I always liked presentations and presenting in general. So I, in some ways, would I ever thought it would have been in this way? No. Definitely a different a different side of things than I would have ever imagined. I would have definitely imagined it would have been more in the, you know, what did you take past differential equations 2? I took so there was like, you know, the differential equations 2, linear algebra, chaos theory, what was matrix algebra there, what were some of the other good ones? There was like advanced statistical analysis. There was maybe a couple of others, but I think my last one that I ever took was chaos theory. That was like writing an equation for fire, which was, you know, combinatorics. That was definitely not one I took. I've never heard of that one. I don't know if that is that real? I've never heard of it. Fluid mechanics was wild. I had to take fluid mechanics was, of course, something we had to take. But that one didn't bother me so much. I don't remember. So we had to take like, you know, statics, dynamics, fluid dynamics, thermodynamics. What else did we have? Do we have anything else good? Being in civil, I had to take a lot of like environmental engineering and, you know, water, like sheet, open channel flow water, you know, yeah, a lot of water classes in general. Radio on. I hear you. Okay. It moves forward and backwards. Shutting down. So I'm still a pretensioneer. Yeah, that's always the fun. Combinatorics is the branch of mathematics focusing on counting, arranging, and configuring infinite and discrete structures. I did have to take discrete math. I wonder if that is a similar. I wonder if that's just a difference in terminology for courses. Don't let the magic smoke out. I agree. Okay, so yeah, that. We're going to end up comboing up some of these zip ties here before too long. What do you think of the pink bomber that followed me? I wondered what exactly happened with that, Frank. I was just like, what in the world are you buying? And from where? You don't see a lot of bomber purchases these days. Crazy. Okay, so now the servo has to get plugged into the BEC. Where did that plug go? I got to cut zip ties. I think I buried a plug somewhere. Oh, wait, no. No, this one's yeah, never mind. I was thinking direct power or direct to the BEC power. That is not the one I went with. I went with the Pro, which powers the receiver, and I can power everything from there. Okay. See? We're back. You can tell I'm focused. I've finished one beer in, oh my God, it's almost 9 o'clock. 3 hours? Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Time flies. Time flies. So, all right, I'm gonna put a servo extension on this servo as well. This one I'm gonna route that one, so we'll throw an extension on there. It's gonna be a shorty. I'm gonna go ahead and heat shrink over that one. My 15% off axles are coming tomorrow. I'm excited. Yeah, but those guys told me what they were gonna do, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of a bitch to set up on the website. You really gotta have to kind of do it manually, and I won't be there to help you. So you're just gonna have to go through and do it one by one. Have fun. I'm out of here. I'll be back on Monday. 3 hours in one. 3 hours in 1 hour. Yeah, booze out. We're gonna be good. All right. 3 hours, 1 beer. I'll stay up if we were doing Geoguessr. I think we'll be fine to do some Geoguessr. This is going so fast. It'll be fine. Okay. I got to get this wire up through there. I've got to get the servo wire up through that. 3 servo wires up into that area. Take the firewall out one more time. this servo wire up. Where are you going? Nope, you're going to go up through here. Okay, now this one has to go up through there as well. See how that sits, and then this one up and around through the firewall. Get up there. Really starting to have to shove a lot of shit through. Come on. Haha. You can do it. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. 4 a.m. approach. It's not. Shit. Definitely having to hold the firewall down a little bit. Give it the lock to it. Yeah, we're okay. I'm not going to put all 4 screws in. If I put all 4 in, I'm definitely have to take it out again. 10 pounds of shit, 5-pound bag. You're not even working on Jimmy's bag. Yeah, that's no shit. No, I got to take it back out. I need to get that servo extension up above, I think. I don't like it. Okay, I'm taking this. This servo extension is too short. I'm putting a longer one in. As a testament to the axial kit, there's less cussing in this finish. Yeah, that's true. Okay. This was just too short of a length for me to have like a comfortable enough of wire lead left. Where did my giant... Did you see the new Podium Fly Sky Noble remote? Was announced today. China Hobby. Wood grip inserts. That's freaking hilarious. I have not seen anything about it though, but I haven't been on the internet much today. I was on the road for 4 hours, and that's the same length. I was on the road for 4 hours, and after that, I came home and I took a nap. I didn't get enough sleep. This is just a big bag of servo extensions, but It's like drawing straws to find the lengths that I need. Seriously? I got to find a better way to organize these. This bag ain't cutting it. I'll put them all in the wiring bin. There's the one I need. Okay. So all of these can just get shoved in the wiring bin. Hook all the stitches together. It'll be long enough. Fine. Wiring. Organization is key. Wood grips look like they're from a 1911. Oh, that is sick. I like the sound of that. You know what would be brilliant is if they matched 1911 dimensions so you could use aftermarket. Oh, how freaking cool would that be? They probably didn't, but man, it would be cool if they did. Either way, like I'm down to make some new grips. I'm here for it. I got a make era. But I mean, them doing wood already is pretty rad. Incoming make era spam. I have pearl handled twin 1911s. Be cool to. Oh. I don't own. We don't talk about that on this channel though. Just as a general rule. Almost had me slipping. My own rule. Okay. All right. So that one's up. That one's up. Where's the other one? Oh, it's right there. Sticking way up in the air. Like I should have seen. Okay. Right. That's when I was born. Okay. So dig channel 3. Steering channel 1. Overdrive channel 4. Okay. Now we have some organization to do. And then we have to do the light kit. But other than that, we're cooking with gas. Do you think there will be a V2 Heliumon? I highly doubt it. I bet the Heliumon is discontinued by. End of the year? No, probably not the end of the year. It'll be, I bet it'll be next year. I bet they'll discontinue it by next year. Okay. So let's do a little bit of wire management. Convention drop probably a couple of days. Oh yeah. They showed it at the China hobby show. So, which is, common. I can probably go find it on the Chinese news sites right now. Which, if I can find on some of the stories, I'll make sure and include it in the scale news. We also need to drop the body on here to make sure that it clears my bunch of wires. Okay. So now up on that shelf, we have our receiver, our ESC, our BEC, and 3 servos, getting plugged into the receiver. So that's not bad. We need to clean up this side, and I'm going to have to figure out routing, but figure out where we're going to put that as well. I'm more interested about how the footwell is going to be figured out. Which model of the Arc Captain do I want? Well, do you want to keep it as budget friendly as possible and just do DC only? If so, I need to look back at my video, but I think it is the 200 Pro. I have a video on it, and it says, and it's the cheaper of the two that I do in the video. And then I also did the AC/DC one, which is the one that I'm using the most right now. And I did send the one that I liked. I sent it to Matt, and then I sold the other one. Oops. Okay. Do you think SCX24s are Axial's biggest moneymaker right now? Yeah. 30s or 24s, one of those, or both, combine whatever you want, however you want to combine it. But I would guess so. I don't think that, they were running a big ass sale on Helamons, a month ago? The Capra 4-wheel steer is probably alive, but just trickling. How far have you gotten, Fulio? God. We're actually in really good shape right now. I just the the wiring, or sorry, the lighting is what remains. Can I get that tucked up there? Little nip tuck. Nip tuck. Wanting to do a four-wheel steer VS 410. Does anyone make a rear chassis brace for this for the steering servo? I don't know that I've seen a specific chassis brace made. I think I've only ever seen people like cut and clearance that way and run servo on axle, because you're probably going to want to run servo on axle in the rear, not chassis mounted. Okay, so we got that started. Where do I want this to be retained? Thinking about like that. Go. I'd like to see another 1.9 Wraith. Never had the chance to get one. Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, I liked the 1.9 Wraith a lot. It was a lot of fun to drive. It needed everything as far as like durability wise, but I really enjoyed that car. It was a lot of fun. Just trying to make sure I keep wires away from the drive shafts, which I think I can manage. I'm going to need a couple of little like covers slash if I have I do have a battery up here. Is it charged? It is at, yep, charged. Excellent. So we can test this thing. I did zero my servos out when I got them put in here. So I've got faith with that. Okay. Happy with that location. When is the BO build race? Well, it's supposed to be this coming Tuesday, but I just got notification today as far as when the power systems are shipping from Hobby Wing. So I'm guessing it's not going to be till later in the week. So hopefully we can show everything on Tuesday. And then we'll have our competition later in the week. There we go. Thick wiring sorted, other than this antenna, which, whatever. For the distances we drive, we'll just get her coiled and tucked around all these other electrical wires. I'm sure that nothing could possibly go wrong. 949. Lee, has it really been 22 months? Yeah, you could have a toddler right now. Kind of do. It's like the world's worst Tamagotchi. Those power wires there. That's a little tighter than it should be. Get in there. God damn it. The ESC is touching. There it goes. It's fine. It's just, it's, you know. What are you pissed off about? What's touching where? Oh, it wasn't the wiring at all. It's fine. What's that in cat ears? Cat ears have to be like 3 to 1, right? Maybe 4. Maybe 8. How many hours do you have into the body? And thank you very much, Lee. Much appreciated. Into the body? It'd be all the other design shit that would be so much, like the rear battery stuff, the interior, the dash, the cage, the fixtures, the seats, the seat brackets, all that shit. I don't know. I don't want to think about that, because that's a lot. But wiring actually looks good. Nothing is egregiously in the way anywhere. I'm happy with all of that. So now we just need to make sure that the lighting kit clears and everything is in a good spot. And then we're set. Now build one in carbon. I kind of wouldn't mind. I kind of wouldn't mind. Dang, we're almost past my bedtime. It's been 86 years. Is it possible to dedicate as much time to the Woods Runner as the LJ build? You know, part of why the IJ is it turned into this is that I thrive mainly on the like community aspect of it, like where I was building this and offering this, and people got to, you know, other people were also building it with me. Like that motivates me so freaking much. I enjoy projects so much more when it's like being shared and doing it with while other people are as well. And that's honestly why it turned into what it did, is just because I was able to like involve others and get to like enjoy it that way. It makes me want to do so much more. Needs a doll figure. No, it does not need a doll. Listen, we're doing things we enjoy. Quit acting. I'm having a break in watching the sun come up with this in the background. Goes, oh my God. I can't believe how early you can get up and function. I don't know how you do it. Like, if I get up, I'm grumpy at the very least. Snoop on the stoop. Okay, so we got rear tail lights that I gotta figure out. I had a plan for rear tail lights, and I was like, I think I can make this work and all that, and then it most certainly did not. I haven't shared that reel yet, but it's probably best that I just remove the rock lights for now. As much as I would like to install them, let's just keep this easy on ourselves. Like, rather than, I was just like, oh, I could get those installed. I'll just make a new inner fender set with a lens, and I'll get that blocked out. Like, I want to. Oh, shit. I forgot that I have to get a control wire to this thing too. Are you back on caffeine, Josh? No. Well, I mean, like, I still have one a day. Every once in a while, I'll have two. Like this morning, I had a latte early, and then I had a regular coffee at like 8, 7:30 or 8, but I had a latte at like 5:30. So I did technically have 2. And if I really want to be honest, I actually had a soda later in the day as well. So it was an anomaly of a day. But who's counting? Obviously you guys. But. Okay, so now I need to get this thing in place. Oh, I also need to make sure that, okay, let's make sure that before I just get this thing wedged in, where's my servo tester? Right there. Sent you an IGDM concerning grips on the 7PX. Oh, interesting. Okay, negative up. So, oh. Okay. Why is that control input? P1, yes. There it goes. Why am I not getting anything? Oh, because this actually requires power. Duh. Do I have a JST adapter? That's servo. Yes. So XT60 to JST. Ah, crap. That's the wrong way. What do I have that for? I guess I can just do that off of here. So this will pass through. Now I can plug this in. Okay. That should be powered. Oh, there's red lights, tail lights, no headlights. Okay. Why? Powered in, plugged in, powered on. I got the reds. Why am I not getting headlights? I should be. This is generating. So what light controller do you use? This is the Incision Series 2. This is an S4 output. Is my, yeah, S4 is outputting. It's not seeing any draw though. There's the light on this is on. Is the polarity correct for the headlights? I mean, there should be. I don't have the ability to change that. I didn't like rewire that. Like it can't go in backwards. So that's getting the rears to toggle on and off. But I have no headlights. I I'm seeing the red, that toggle on there like it's supposed to be doing something. What am I? Red and black make purple. You need a 2-position switch. That's what I'm faking that with this, so I can control that here. So I should be seeing that toggling on and off. Like I can see it. So like the blue here, if I toggle this, so off, on. That should be even that. Do you have the JST or just receiver? I have both. I've got the JST hooked up here through here. It should be feeding 12 volts out. Oh, but I only have 5 volts. It should be fine on 5 volts, I think. I've never ran this on just 5 volts. You know what I also haven't done is run it on 8.4, which is what my let's plug it into the car and see what it does with the regular wiring and the radio. So all right, so JST power. Plugged in. Plug this into channel 5. Now, I've never tried to run one of these light kits on 8.4 volts. So I guess we're about to see how that goes. I've let me program a 2-position series 2 controller. Yes. I bet it needs 3S. I was running on 3S, but this thing, the servo tester outputs only 5 volts to the servos. So aux channel 5. We're going to control that from K6. K6 mode turn. Okay. So that's on 6. Let's plug a battery into this thing and see what it does. Here comes the magic smoke. There's a chance, man. I've never ran this thing off 8.4 like that whole. Oops, shit. I just hid everything on my desktop. I can hear both those servos fighting. I need to turn down my endpoints on channel 3 and 4 real quick. Hold, please. Channel 3. Just going to turn everything down to 10% on 3 and 4. Okay. Try that again. Servos sound okay. Should be all right. So where is our, how'd that light controller go? So there is a switch on these light controllers. I don't remember the. Hey, there we go. Okay, that's not the switched setting. There we go. Tail lights come on and off as well. Yes, there we go. Are they supposed to be bright, Clark? These lights are proper bright. I'll tell you that. That right one looks brighter, but in person, they're both equally bright. Sweet. Okay. We're set. We're safe. I need to program my endpoints, but right now, what I need to do is get this lighting controller. Two things. One, I need to get it secured into the body. And then I also need to get another pigtail. Oh, shit. This thing's I hate lights for this reason. God, lights are such a pain in the ass. It just getting them connected from this to that and having to hate that part. Did you use the polarized magnetic connector? No, I did not. I talked about it and I did not because I just want it done and installed and done. But it just sucks that I've got to get, I need another servo extension, I guess. I got to get this. I'm going to get this attached in here. I know that I've got it on the right selector location now, so that's good. Okay. So we can do a little bit of configuring. I have the magnetic connection. Yeah, I get that. I get that for the power side. Honestly, the power side's not my gripe. It's the servo connector side that has to go up to the receiver. That's the part that I am right now unhappy that I have to deal with. Duke, if you hate lights, why are you setting them up? Because this thing's got a grill that just, I mean, in all honesty, I could just put the lights in there and not hook them up. I'm not above that by any means. Yeah, that'd be fine. It's a servo wire thing that I enjoy. Oh, gotcha. Well, this one needs that and the power side. So I would need two sets, I guess. I don't know. Either way, this body is getting hard mounted. So while I talked about it initially, but then I'm like, oh, I'm not taking this body on and off. It just goes on and then that's it. So and I'd rather not buy anything from Injora. Okay. So get that. I'm going to put this side on the chassis. That'll be fine. Do I have shoe goo? Oof. I have a little bit here. I don't know if this tube is any good. Will the lights matter at the swamp meet? Oh, it says swap meet, doesn't it? In 5 years? 5 years? You think I'm having this thing for 5 years? You're crazy. I don't keep anything that long. Well, I guess my Ripper, and I've had the maybe the Woods Runner close to 5 years. I'm probably getting closer to 5 years on some things. I give it 6 months. That's more likely. That's a better. We'll see. See how it drives. You've kept Nicole. No, that's true. You know how hard it is to find a buyer? Oh. How's she odds he sells it at BTC? Hello, Vittorio. How was your week without me? I have a funny story, Vittorio, about somebody who was talking to somebody about a job opportunity that was maybe about a position that you held at a previous place. Polymarket says 80%. 80% chance he sells it. God, I think that this Shugu, I don't think I'm ever going to get to the usable part of this Shugu. I think she's toast. He is not following your instructions, Victoria. The jump scare hidden trash bag girl is like, oh, god damn it. What's happening, Alex? Long time. Okay, I think we can call it on this Shugu bottle. It keeps coming out, but this shit is dry to the touch. We delayed the competition till Thursday. That's good because I just got a message today from Charlie about those things finally shipping. Okay, I'm calling it on this. But trucks need to be turned in and sealed Tuesday. Oh. Okay. Hurry up and finish. I just made a Geoguessr account so I can play along. Okay. We're getting close. I think I know where I have another tube of Shugu. That hurts. Yeah, I tripped. Yes. Oh, do you know where that Shugu went?
Okay. Yeah, no, let me see that. No. So, are you still on your thing? Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Sugar from Nice ear choke.
No. No, it's fine. Let's see. Ah, shit. Never mind. I found it. Hot glue it. Hot glue is my next thing. Tripping over $1,000. All right. See if this one is. Yeah, this one's better. Fine. God damn it. It's good enough that it won't come off my hair or off my hands. Let's see if that'll globble hold it. Yeah. big old glom. Is Hobbywing a VP partner? Do they OE the VE1? Yes, they are. Hobbywing is who we use for the ESCs and such. So that is exactly right. Looking good. The only problem is Shugu takes forever to really set. Hot glue at the tube is toast as well. It's fine. Let me tell you, it's in there good. Now, should I add a little more and put her to the side? There we go. Just doing some wire routing by just pressing it down into the rest of the Shugu. Set. We're good. Okay. Have they made you a branded 2-in-1? Yeah. The Fusion Pro Elite Ultra. Give me another word. Ultra superior. That's one way to solve a wiring problem. Okay. I'm gonna let that set for a second. Let's see. So fits right in that center console area. And it's in there good. I mean, I could get it out if I needed to. Dang, live for 3 hours. I said Travis, that I'm live until this thing is wired. So that's my goal, and it's happening. We're almost there. So this, well, technically this should all be, because that's going to be there. A little more Shugu, why not? Then Geoguessr, yes. Another big old dollop of Shugu. What's a little bit of Shugu between friends? Did I keep that out? If it works, don't mock it. We're in good shape now. Are the seats available on your site? So the seats, like with that bracket and all that, they only work with that full interior setup, and I haven't put that up yet. But like on their own, they don't bolt into the factory, whatever you want to call it, the original creator's interior base. So okay, we're good. Things are good. Is this truck you sanded with a brick according to Matt? Yes, it is. I usually plan the wiring design hooks tabs to keep wiring in place without the need for glue. You know, I would agree with that, Pele, as well. And I've done that, of course, on like the Jimmies and the Rockabilly have that a little bit. The Rockabilly did had some like areas specifically for it. This one, of course, like working with somebody else's and just like finding my way around, especially with light kits. Like the base itself, I could make that nice and clean. It's just when you add these stupid lights, it screws everything up. If I take these front fenders off, though, and put Eric Baker's on there, I'm going to have to redo some of that. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Sure about that? I'll let this this shoe goo set a little bit more. Yeah. I am going to pull these forward a little bit and try and get that glue to keep them in that position. I don't really know if there's anything you can do to speed up shoe goo. Are we there yet? More light purple. It's fine. It's light purple in here because it doesn't have much paint. Definitely dark pink. It's purple. It's purple when you can actually see it. Shut it. You all suck. Okay. That done. Now the tail lights, I can't really get those installed tonight because I don't have the lenses. So I have to give myself that leeway. I'll make that come this way. Now there are some attachment points here on the underbody where I can make some things to keep the lights where they should be, which is okay. Now, I'm not above using duct tape for some things, and this is not a this is a simple area where I need a little bit. So I just need to hold this in this area. Just grabbing everything. Fine. It actually worked out really well. Not going to lie. It's just a little crossover section here where perfect. It's tucked up underneath of the bumper. Just needed to get that cleared out of the way. Please. Okay, there we go. How many Uncrustables did he eat, Frank? I had one Uncrustable, Vittorio. Totally reasonable. You're about to have unlimited Uncrustables in Kentucky. That's what it says on the sign when you cross the state line. Have an Uncrustable. Shut up about it. No. Okay. So, you got that crossed over. We're set there. This I can make a little cover for, and I can get this held in underneath the bottom side here. Totally reasonable. Go. Can they have that? Dude, I just heard about apple cinnamon Uncrustables, Vittorio. We're gonna be trying them. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to buck up. Tuna no crust. I can hear a sideshow going on right now. Oh, not that far away. Interesting. All this struggle, just glad you don't have to wear rubber feet in your side. Okay. Decent shape there. If needed, I will hot glue the shit out of some stuff to make sure that it's where it needs to be. Because let me tell you, things are looking real hot and gluey in about a minute. Apply synonym. Uncrustables is how Dan would call them. I was like, Victoria doesn't misspell things like this. What's going on? All right. We are just about set, people. As long as that shoe goo is dry, which it's not really dry yet. It's crusted over, but not dry. Yo, hey, Brian, what's happening? Making sure everything's done. Glad that you guys survived a whole week without me. While I was off learning 8 minutes to midnight. You know what? We're actually in pretty decent shape. The only thing I need is that I need to get that extension routed. I would say that we did. The VP employee's missing Josh. I got phone calls this week. Hey, wait, when are you coming back? We need you back. It's done. It's wired. I'm calling that wired. It's wired. So, good news for everybody. Especially those of you who are here for the special event. Rename this live. Can't stop, won't stop. I'm telling you, it's done now. Peace out, Washington, D.C. Best. On a quick completion, we're complete. We're calling it complete. Wiring, it's done. Booked. We're going to book the win on that, as they say. I see you probably ain't got no battery. What did Vittorio text me? Oh, somebody's car's driving. Holy shit. Wow, Vittorio. Sent you sick foot. That's legitimately impressive. Whose car is that? Is that Brian's car? It looks like Brian's car. I'm I'm glad that the jumps won't be that big during the race. That's a pretty big jump. That's a lot. We're flying. Oh man. Okay. If you don't clear the bush, you're stuck on it. Flying Cars 2 VP edition. Holy shit. Yeah, I've got to get some work to do. Mine is exactly as it was seen on live a week and a half ago. Damn near 2 weeks ago. So I got to get that done this weekend, basically. Good deal. Okay. Well, I'm pretty happy. I think we did good. I think this thing's going to work well. I got a couple of little 3D covers I need to design and 3D print. That was proper. Need a Dixie horn on that thing. Holy shit. I'm sure everyone will clear the bush. It will be a matter of whose doesn't explode on land. Yikes. I think mine will still be fine. I don't think it'll explode. And you know what? I might have to take a good jump this weekend with it just to be sure. Just to be sure. Because I could redo it in case something real tragic happened. Will Matt make us a video trailer for flying cars in this VP event? I do think that Vittorio is going to ask Matt for assistance. Yeah. Your frame is so limber, it's going to bottom out hard. I'm fine with bottoming out. It's going so far and then not returning. That is my concern. So, I want to hear the crack from car chassis. I have to mic up the landing zone. So, it is 10 o'clock, but that doesn't mean that we can end this without the required practice of a couple of rounds, possibly, of Geoguessr. So let me get the windows resized, share this screen, log in. Okay. I think doubling up the chassis is a good. I think it's going to be too thick if I double it up. I think it's too much. I don't know. Okay. Geoguessr. Make sure I'm logged in. There's some active solution. There's some active solutions that'll improve. What does that mean? Active solutions. Solutions to what? Wrap the frame with Gorilla Tape to hold exploding part. Can't use Gorilla. We don't sell Gorilla Tape. Can't use Gorilla Tape then. Okay. Share screen. Geoguessr. Let me Resize again. We are on US Geoguessr because, you know, why not? Macarena wing. Spring-loaded upper chassis race. That would be possible if I could connect them both and put some sort of shock. Oh, 10 o'clock. Some sort of shock in the middle. Or just a third chassis on the very, rather than doubling them up, just put another one on the top that bridges between. But I got the, we'll see. Surprised nobody did a stick chassis. There's no fabrication allowed, so you have to be able to do it with the things that we have. Okay. Play along. Moving, no time limit. So if you would like to play along, this is the code. QR3AG. QR3AG to the front office. So yes. All right. Play a little Geoguessr. This looks pretty Missouri-esque. Ooh, maybe not. Oh my God, weird. Look at that. Look at this house here. Then flipped. Cedar siding. Yeah. Interesting. It's an interesting flip. They put a steel roof on it. Yeah. Huh. That seems less Missouri-like. Use a link and rod end for a chassis base. So since it's still 4-linked, it kind of does that already, but I know what you mean. This looks further I don't know. This looks further north than Missouri now. Cedar siding and all that. I was thinking that was a sports team, but no, it is Mickey Mouse. No team memorabilia. What in the shiplap is that? It's, yeah, I mean, like I've seen cedar siding put on things, but usually I see it more like South Dakota, stuff like that. Brooklyn, that's not going to mean anything. Oh, that's not a real flag. That's Pacific Northwest. That means nothing. Look, how tiny is that recycle bin? What are you fitting in that thing? It does kind of look Pacific Northwest with all this, with all the pine, but it doesn't feel Pacific Northwest like with the terrain. So while I think you're right with North, I don't think it's Pacific Northwest. I think it's either like Minnesota or East. Ooh, a lot of rust. Okay, so yeah, we're talking north and east probably. Republic, nothing. What's up with all these new cedar? Wisconsin, yeah, Wisconsin makes sense. I'm just do a sway bar. Sway bar would work. 847. Jersey? New Jersey? Not Chicago. No, Chicago's not 847. Chicago is... Chicago has a couple of them, but not that. Yeah, let's just do... I got nothing. Yeah, I think 847 is New Jersey. I'm in Illinois and 847. Ooh. What am I thinking of for New Jersey? Okay. Okay. .847 is Chirac adjacent. Okay. I mean, it makes sense. Commercial, doing business, doing A&T Plumbing and Sun, doing... Okay. Just A&T doesn't give you any actual information. What in the... That thing is rad. Just because one car is rusty doesn't mean it's close. No, I agree. Like, I was just thinking north, like Minnesota and up north. Like, look at this guy's car collection. Kelly Customs. Okay. Let's I'm not seeing a damn thing that is going to help me for sure. Last year, Ferris chassis. COE is rad. It absolutely was rad. $259 Lake Marion Drive. Let's see. I don't know any of the lakes other than the giant one that it sits right next to, but let's just throw one out here. I don't want to go South Chicago. It's definitely not Schaumburg. Let's go way south, outside of the... Oh, dang. Right on top of her. Good work. BNSF territory. Okay. What in the timber pole is going on here? Look at this. Laminated posts. Never seen that before. Edgemont. That doesn't help me. I don't know where Edgemont is. Steve's Automotive. $805. $805. No. Because $805 is like... That's out here. Oh, wait, what do we got there? Oh, what state is that? What state is that? 605? What's the side of the school bus? Edgemont, but I don't know what Edgemont means. South Dakota? Is that South Dakota, the shape? Yes, you're right. It is South Dakota. Okay. Well, still, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find Edgemont. I mean, if they're running Street View, it's got to be somewhere. I'm just going to take a guess and think around Sioux Falls. Rock Rapids, George, what? Humboldt, Montrose. Not a lot of town. I mean, there's a shitload of these tiny little towns is the problem. Southwest is where Edgemont is. Oh, yeah, right there. So, oops. Go return to start. So we were at the corner here of B Street and the railroad tracks. So EFG, so B is up here. Here's the railroad tracks. We're right there. 3 yards. Eagle butt. Florida, right? Geoguessr doesn't say a city or anything like that. Geoguessr. Hawkeye Bluff. Hawks Bluff. I don't know if that's an actual name of a town or not. Definitely not one I've ever heard of. Let's see if we can get any more context first. That Davy Eagle Eye. Oh, I don't know. That is. Let's travel down the road for a moment. Yeah, definitely Florida though. O'Laughlin. Davie, Florida. Is that an actual area? Is that by like, let's see. So I mean, it seems east side, but I could be wrong. I'm just gonna wing one in there. Hollywood. I don't know where that is. Broward County. Davies, Broward. Okay, well, that's definitely then Fort Lauderdale, right? So maybe further south. spent a lot of time in Broward County. I don't know. Or just throw that one in there. 16 miles. That's not bad. North of Miami. Yeah, it was further south. That's fine. That's reasonable. Hello, good morning. Hello, Chris. We are wrapping up. I spent 3 hours wiring an IJ. So, and now we're in Hawaii, trying to find people in Hawaii. So, context. Hills are to the north and northwest. So the water is going to be southeast. Kind of looks like we could be on the Big Island. But if we were southeast to the water, there isn't shit down here. I mean, you could be in like this area, but that's still not very. Although this isn't very densely populated either. Waikiki. I think that says Oahu, right? Safeguard the assets, return them to the Hawaiian Kingdom. Okay, that does sound a bit Big Islandy. Oh, doesn't that sound kind of like Big Island? This is starting to look a little nice. Mile marker 13. I don't know if that pops up at all. Wave Crest Resort. That is not going to help me. Oh, that's kind of what I was thinking by that sign, but I think it was spelled differently. You guys and your funny words. There's the water. Ooh, can I see? Is that land on the other side too? Am I in a cove? If so, that would help. Hey, look at that. We got land on straight to the south. That would be pretty tough for that to be. This looks possible, like looking across to the other side there. I see anything that looks shores. What was that resort called? Oops. I don't know. It could still be that. What was I saying? North and east was to the mountains. Didn't know you're supposed to pay attention. There you go. Came home. So we're not on came home, but we're definitely right along water. So I'm just going to try and knock out where some of these, that's obviously way too populated. It's got to be south-ish. Can't be that. Damn it. None of this. These don't mean things to me. Malalock. I think I saw that one up here, right? But that road. Oh, it is that road. Came home. It just wasn't it over there. Okay, what am I at? Ula. Ulapoo. Might as well just try and nail it while I'm at it. I think we're gonna get one of these done. Ooh, that's too populated. Okay, we're just gonna fire one in over here. Over here. Ah, it's further east. That's okay. Yep. Not bad. Is that first gen Honda Ridgeline? You don't see those very often. Cobalt. Got a TJ and a trailer park. This is feeling a lot like home. Wait, does it say kayaks? Is that an amusement park back there? Army, Navy. Bananas Outdoors. Red Wing Shoes. Nicely maintained medians here. Ooh, so this type of pedestrian crossing signal is called a HAWK signal, HAWK, and it stands for hybrid actuated crosswalk. So like hybrid actuated is HA, and then the WK comes from crosswalk. Doesn't make any sense, but that's what they're called, in case you ever wondered. Now, you press a button, and it will go to a red light. It'll go yellow and then red. And then they go to a flashing red. And when it goes to flashing red, you can stop and go. But most of the time, drivers just sit there and wait until it turns back off. So people don't use them properly. I designed a handful of HAWK signals. I hated every single one of them. I always thought they were terrible ideas because nobody uses them properly. Silver Lake Motel. This is where Joe Dirt's from. Water Whiz. Bro. Is this Michigan? Michigan sounds like places where they would name terrible things like this. Cape Cod Gas. Well, there we go. Cape Cod. Okay. Fun fact. I don't specifically know exactly where Cape Cod is. I'm very weak in the Northeast. There is a Silver Lake in Michigan, but that's not it. Cape Cod's in Maine. Thank you, Phoenix. Or are you bullshitting me? I feel like Phoenix would do that to me. We don't have the water whiz. Massachusetts. God damn it. I freaking knew Phoenix. Or Mass. Seriously, I had no idea what the fuck Cape Cod is. Massachusetts Peninsula. I'm guessing we're going to call this the peninsula, right? Is this whole thing just the Cape? Nantucket. I've heard of Nantucket. Fancy place. Pretty sure. Oh. Edgerton. Tell me, if you tell me this place is fancy with all those trailer parks. There was once a man from Nantucket. Damn, look at this traffic, though. There's an ambulance. Are we going to see a wreck on Google Street View? Charlie's Place. Is that the name of where we're at or the name of a restaurant or something? Oh, it's a restaurant, isn't it? Yeah. Buzzard's Way. Mario's. What is going on with their billboards here? Seriously, this traffic is ridiculous. Can you imagine you're just in Google Street View or Google Street Car and you're just okay, we're on 6 and 28. 6 east. So there's 6 east. And we're on 6 and 28, right? So there's 28. There's 6. Big ass roundabout. Where does 6 and 28 match up here? One Maid Road in, like driving in the Keys in Florida. Ah, yeah, 7 Mile Bridge. What the? Oh, wow, they did a big old cutout in between these two. 28, 6 east, 28 south. I don't see anything that says anything about 28 again, though. Screw it. We're just throwing something in. $35 miles off. Nailed it. McDonald's parking lot. Nice. Hey, we got gold. You know what? That's a good way to end. Little gold one to finish up. I'll take it. It's going to do it for this. What time is it? 10:30. That's not terrible. You know what I haven't done since this whole week is raced at all. So I'm probably going to do that. thank you, everybody. Glad that we got some stuff done. We're that much closer to being ready for Beat the Creek. So thank you all, and I will see you soon. Bye.